What's up, guys? Python here, back with another Ranger game reaction video. Huge win for the Rangers tonight. The stat sheet, though, in my opinion, does not tell the story at all of this game. I do want to get that straight. By the way, before anyone mentions it, yes, I know I'm copying the video title with the Rangers' most recent post, and I don't care because I liked it. But honestly, the stat sheet does not show the story of this game, in my opinion. I think that the Rangers played a little bit. I know it's hard to say when you get 8 goals that they played worse than the stat sheet actually shows, but at the same time, there were so many weak goals that Tristan Jarry led up, whether it was just far left side where he should have been able to stop that with the blocker or even get the pad on it. Right, he is skating far out, letting Lafreniere get that goal, which I thought was a great goal. But there was a lot of goals tonight for the Rangers that we kind of got a little bit lucky with. And I know, like I said, it's hard to say with 8 goals that you did not achieve that well. And it's hard to say that the stat sheet does not tell the story, but it truly does not tell the story of this game, in my opinion. We got outshot. The power play, though, looked great tonight. Face-off wise, what's new? We kind of sucked. But honestly, I'm not overly impressed with this. Like, this wasn't the games against Philly where it was absolute obliteration, annihilation, whatever word you want to use. It wasn't that dominant of a performance, in my opinion. Maybe it is because, in my opinion, Igor did let up a couple soft goals where, yeah, he did have over 40 saves tonight, but still, there were a couple goals that I thought he should have had tonight. Specifically, I think it was the Gensel one. It was the Gensel one or the Matheson one. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place because I had to watch the Mets and the Rangers at the same time tonight. So excuse me if I do mess that up a little bit. But there were a couple goals. Either way, I think he should have stopped a couple of those goals. And I'm not going to put anything on him for that because I think it's more of an organizational thing where you're playing Igor night after night because you still have this belief you're making the playoffs when, newsflash, it's not going to happen. Okay, let's get that straight. The Rangers are not making the playoffs. We're nowhere near it. It's probably not going to happen. We could keep trying, I guess, sure, but I don't think it's going to happen, in my opinion. But in terms of anything else, let's first plug our sponsor, of course, for the video, Fade Grips. Do you want grips on your controller just like this for your Xbox or PlayStation? Well, guess what? You could click the link in my description to use my code Python to save 20% off of all Fade Grip products. I can't talk. Of all Fade Grip products, including controller grips, cases. You can get yourself even some shirts, some hoodies, snapbacks, whatever you want. Be sure to use code Python by clicking the link in the description below. And while you're going down there, be sure to drop a like on the video because it does help the channel out a lot. Subscribe if you are new also and enjoy this content because we cover the Rangers, we cover the Mets, we cover them all. And sometimes we cover all hockey teams here. So, hey, if you're just a hockey fan or just a baseball fan or both, subscribe, might as well. But also turn notification bell on. Forgot to mention that. But in terms of the game, I mean, out of the gate, the Rangers score. Colin Blackwell gets a goal from Panarin and Trouba. I thought that I mean, it was crazy that Steve Alcat predicted that in the pregame because he even said before the game that Blackwell would get the first goal. He predicted it right. Maybe you should start predicting that the Rangers will win the rest of the games this season, huh, Steve? But in all seriousness, after that, I thought the Rangers in the first period did not shoot enough on goal. I'm pretty sure they ended that period with 9 shots on goal, if I could find the numbers for that. But all right, looks like I can't. But I think they only finished that period with 9 shots on goal. I wasn't too impressed with that. This is another example, another thing where you look at the stat sheet, like I said before, and it's just Jarry and DeSmith were just not on it tonight. They were not on their game. There wasn't too many shots. There wasn't that many high threatening shots, in my opinion, but it was still good goal. It was still a good goal. Then you had Zibanejad score a goal. I'm pretty sure this is the one, if I'm not mistaken, that was the rebound goal, and I even tweeted during that. I said, hey, this is what we need to be doing. This is what we've been needing to do. Yeah, it was that goal. This is what I said. This is what happens when you chase rebounds, which is exactly what you have to do. You got to be chasing the rebounds, getting in front of the net, which I thought the Rangers did a great job of. It would have been better if we would start shooting more, and then you get those rebounds in front of the net. That's what good hockey teams do. You look at Gerard Gallant, who I want the Rangers to hire as their coach, their next coach, if they end up even firing Quinn. But if the Rangers were to make a coaching change, Gallant is the guy I want, and he plays that style of hockey. You watch back some tape from the Golden Knights in that Stanley Cup Finals. You constantly saw guys in front of the net, piling on top of the net. You'd see some shots from the point or the face-off dots, and you'd always have at least one guy, if not two, in front of the net, chasing those rebounds, getting those goals, getting in the dirty areas. That's what you need more of from this team, and it was proven tonight. It was proven tonight. Then Panarin scores, by the way, who already had an assist at the beginning. Panarin scores a little bit later on the power play. Yes, the power play actually went perfect tonight. The power play went perfect, and this is where I'm going to give David Quinn credit here. David Quinn, I got to give you credit when you do something right. He addressed that, hey, our power play, we're not attacking enough. We're not shooting enough on the power play. Let's go. We got to shoot more. Did they listen to the message last game? No, but they clearly picked something up from the message this time that gave them some urgency, and that they actually decided to shoot the puck on net, and wonderful things happen. I know it's crazy, and Panarin ends up burying that one. Then Jared McCann ends up scoring a little bit after on the power play. Just not too disciplined today by the Rangers. The Rangers were not that disciplined today. They gave 3 penalties. That's not necessarily terrible, but there was one penalty in particular where I was really upset. I forgot whose penalty it was. I'm pretty sure it was that Buchnevich penalty that I ended up being upset with. It's not like it was on the other end of the ice or anything, I'm pretty sure, but still, just wasn't a great penalty, if I remember. And then at the end of the period, we end up getting another power play, and Panarin, beautiful pass to Ryan Strome. By the way, I forgot to mention on that Panarin goal, beautiful release, beautiful shot, and then Ryan Strome gets a beautiful pass from Panarin, same guy, and buries that one. That's bread and butter right there, baby. Getting it done on the power play, and you got yourself a 4-1 game. And going into the second, I thought the Rangers were going to go out hot again. They were going to go out and make some noise, but they didn't. A lot better of a period, in my opinion. I know that's weird to say when they scored 4 goals in the first period, but I felt like they were getting more offensive chances. I feel like they were attacking more, and to only get 1 goal, I'm surprised considering how bad the goaltending was for Pittsburgh. I'm just surprised by that. I'm pretty sure, though, DeSmith ended up coming into the game at that point, but Alexi Lafreniere ends up getting his next why was I about to say his first goal? What is wrong with me? I'm all over the place tonight. But ends up getting a goal from Hedel and Kakko. Maybe I meant to say this is the first time we're seeing that line combination do something and get something up on the score sheet. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal by Alexi Lafreniere, showing why he went first overall. That's a first overall pick move. Driving to the net, staying with the puck when the goalie's all over you. You got the defense on top of you, powering your way and finding your way to get that puck into the net. That was a great goal. Great goal right there. And a great pass by Hedel there to help set up that play. Then Matheson scores seconds later, and you got this feeling that there was a chance the Rangers were going to choke this, but then things settled down for a bit that period. The Rangers played more defensive, which I don't have a problem with when you're up that much in the game, but this shows why you got to be attacking more and why you can't just sit back, play defense, throw your hands up, because look what happens when you attack, rebound, chase, do all those things. You score all those goals and you get better chances in the game. And 5 goals at the end of 2. Kako then scores the next goal from Truba and Blackwell on the power play. Kako and Lafreniere both getting goals tonight. It's a beautiful sight that we love to see. And then Gensel ends up scoring 2 minutes after that. And then right after that, oh boy, Adam Fox with that shorthanded goal. Oh my God, that goal. I'm pretty sure that was on the Buchnevich penalty, ironically. Beautiful goal by, yeah, it was, because then Buchnevich ended up scoring. So next goal alert, but ended up scoring after he got out of the box there. But beautiful shot by Fox. I mean, this guy is unreal this year. Unreal. When I said he was snubbed the top 3 of the Calder voting last year, I didn't think that by this year he'd be better than McCarr and Hughes, but he is on another level this year, and I cannot believe we are this lucky to have this guy on our team. And it's, again, I mentioned it before, the fact that he wanted to play for us and nobody else, just we're lucky. We are so lucky to have a guy like that on our team. Really lucky. And then Buchnevich, like I mentioned, after his penalty, Hedl gives him a beautiful pass. He fires that one home, and Panarin ends up getting another point on that. Panarin ended up having 4 points tonight, by the way, if you're keeping track of that. And then Brian Dumoulin ends up scoring towards the end of the game. That's one where I thought Igor should have been able to stop also. I just think, again, it's a matter of fatigue with him. You're overplaying him a little bit, in my opinion. You're up 5-2. To me, I don't really see the harm in the Rangers if they wanted to pull him out for the third period, give Georgiev some playing time since he's a little bit rusty, and see what happens there. I wouldn't have minded that, but I feel like the Rangers would have been in an awkward position, I guess, if they did take Igor out of this game. I don't know, but personally, I think that Igor, you're overworking him a little bit, and I think that he's going to start next game, even though I don't think he should, but he's probably going to start next game because I have a feeling that the Rangers are going to save Georgiev for the Islanders because of that matchup that we know, because Georgiev, for some reason, is on another level when he plays the New York Islanders. I don't know what it is about him, but just the way it is. Or maybe he starts next game, but I have a feeling they're going to save him for the matchup. Maybe you start Kincaid next game. I don't know what the Rangers are going to do there, what the plan is with goaltending, but I will be shocked if it is Georgiev in net on, what's tonight? What's today? I don't even know what today is. Jeez, I'm all over the place. Like I said, Tuesday. On Thursday night, I'll be surprised if it is Georgiev because I feel like they're really saving him for the Islanders and that game. I really have a hunch about that. But overall, great game. In terms of final score, I would have liked to have seen them get a little bit more shots on goal. Ice time wise, can't complain at all. Everyone got a fair amount of ice time, and it was overall great to see. And you know what? This is what happens when you actually give Kako those extra 2 minutes than normal. Lafreniere, those extra 2 minutes than normal. It would have been nice to see Kravtsov get on the score sheet, but at the end of the day, you won the game, and we cannot complain with that. So, standing-wise, you're at 41 points. Boston still has 2 games in hand on you. It's still tough, but it's possible, but I don't know. I'm not a believer in this team making the playoffs. If we do, hey, I'm not complaining, but at the same time, it's like I'd rather us be playing the young guys and making sure we are on the right track to get for future runs. That's, to me, more of a priority, personally. But let's get to Twitter. New York Style 24, shout out to him. And then NYR10 ended up saying that he had the same question as him and said, thoughts on Igor's performance and are the Mets winning? Well, the Mets ended up winning. Sorry for not answering that. I usually don't look at the questions until after the game. I try not to. Sometimes I accidentally read them, but I try not to just so I'm a little bit surprised and so I don't know what the questions are going into it. But thoughts on Igor's performance? I think he played well tonight, except for some of the goals. I feel like he could have stopped them, but it was just a matter of him being tired, like I mentioned before. You can't be playing. I know you're in this stretch where, hey, we want to make the playoffs. We could do it. Let's keep playing Igor. I know that's Quinn's mentality right now, but at the same time, you can't be overworking him because now there's some rust building up on Kincaid and Georgiev. Who knows how they're going to be in their next start? And then you're overworking Shesterkin, which I don't know how well that's going to go. I really don't. But that is going to be the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Like I said before, follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everyone.